And here is the Vegan's Almanac for today, the 19th of June. It's Juneteenth, the day Union troops arrived in Galveston, Texas to announce and enforce the end of slavery. It was 1865, more than 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation. The announcement brought freedom to more than 250 enslaved people in Texas. Juneteenth is a great day to remember and reclaim that many traditional West African and African American foodways were inherently plant-centric or vegetarian, deeply reliant on ingredients like okra, black-eyed peas, leafy greens, and sweet potatoes. Veganism allows Black Americans to reclaim this pre-slavery botanical heritage, celebrate the ingenuity of enslaved ancestors who survived on agricultural knowledge, and distance themselves from the unhealthy legacy of slave rations, which introduced highly processed, meat-heavy diets. Prominent Black chefs and activists like Bryant Terry frame plant-based living as an extension of the emancipation movement. Food justice advocates point out that marginalized communities disproportionately suffer from diet-related illnesses like diabetes and heart disease, making veganism a modern form of bodily emancipation. Organizations like the Food Empowerment Project emphasize how food choices are powerful tools for reclaiming community health and breaking oppressive systems. June 19th is World Albatross Day. An albatross is a large, magnificent seabird capable of soaring incredible distances without rest. Long viewed with superstitious awe by sailors, they spend most of their time gliding over the open ocean. Most people around the world rarely get a glimpse of these unique birds because even when they do visit dry land, it's only to breed on remote islands before going back out to sea. The wandering albatross has the largest wingspan of any living bird, measuring up to 12 feet across. This helps the wandering albatross soar 500 miles in a day and maintain speeds of nearly 80 miles per hour for 8 hours straight without even having to flap her wings. Part of the secret is locking elbow joints, which enable the bird to keep her wings extended for long periods at no energy cost from her muscles. Once they fledge, albatrosses may spend a year or more at sea without setting foot on land. Touching down in the water puts them at risk of shark attacks, so they touch down only briefly to feed. It's widely believed that albatrosses sleep while flying. Evidence of that behavior is still lacking, but it has been documented in the closely related frigate. They court each other with elaborate mating dances that develop over time and eventually become unique to each pair. Despite the distance they've managed to maintain from people, most albatross species are now threatened with extinction due to human activities. Many albatrosses are dying at sea, fatally ensnared by fishing lines and nets. The phrase "albatross around my neck" gained its negative connotation from Samuel Taylor Coleridge's poem, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner. In this poem, a sailor shoots an albatross, a bird traditionally seen as a good omen for sailors, and is subsequently cursed to wear the dead bird's carcass around his neck as punishment. This act of killing the albatross is seen as a transgression, leading to misfortune and suffering for the entire crew. And here are a few stanzas from the Rime of the Ancient Mariner by Samuel Taylor Coleridge. God save thee, ancient mariner, from the fiends that plague thee thus. Why look'st thou so? With my crossbow I shot the albatross. Ah, well a day, what evil looks had I from old and young. Instead of the cross, the albatross about my neck was hung. Is it he, quoth one? Is this the man? By him who died on cross, with his cruel bow he laid full low the harmless albatross. Farewell, farewell, but this I tell to thee, thou wedding guest. He prayeth well who loveth well, both man and bird and beast. He prayeth best who loveth best, all things both great and small. For the dear God who loveth us, he made and loveth all. A few stanzas from the Rime of the Ancient Mariner by Samuel Taylor Coleridge. This has been the Vegan's Almanac with a reminder to live vegan for the harmless albatross.